What's up, San Francisco? I'm going to talk very quickly because it's Saturday and it's late and I'm gay and I want to go out. I'm sorry. You know, I have to say, as a Trump supporter, tonight has been very hard for me. Thank you all so much. I've never won an award, I don't think. I won the 4th grade storytelling contest, and I still remember the girl I beat. Her name was Jenny Peth Conkathon. And I beat her, and I liked beating her. But I haven't won an award since. Thank you very much. As I was watching that montage, if I'm being honest, backstage, I'm mostly thinking about how my hairline has improved over the past 5 years. Thank God. And so before we go on, I just want to thank from the bottom of my heart all the good people at Rogaine and Propecia for everything they've done. It really means so much. Not that it's bad to be bald. Some people look really hot bald, but I just don't think I'm one of those people because there are like other things about my face. Anyway, not what I'm here to talk about. Visibility. I am thrilled to be here tonight. I haven't been here in many years, and as someone who spends most of his life working in New York and LA, I must say it's so nice to finally get out of my liberal bubble and come to San Francisco. I really feel like I'm getting out there, trying new things, and seeing how people in the other part of the world live. Thank you very much, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, to everyone at the Human Rights Campaign, and a special thank you to the co-chairs tonight, Jim Murphy and Chris Latanen, and of course our fearless leader, my pal, Chad Griffin. Thank you very much. I am truly and profoundly touched, and if I had only known that when I came out to my parents that as hard as that moment was, it also meant I was now eligible for an award. As an actor, there's nothing that makes me happier than finding out I am eligible for an award. And this award in particular means so much to me because I truly, truly believe in the power of what it represents. Visibility, being out, speaking out, being an out motherfucking actor on TV, not being in the closet, and living your goddamn life the way you want to live it! I also want to thank Amy Poehler. I didn't know she was doing that. I'm going to cry. And I want to thank her for that lovely and generous tribute, from Parks and Recreation to her beloved appearances on Billy on the Street to Difficult People on Hulu. Amy Poehler has been riding my coattails for years. And it is about time she returned the favor. Seriously, Amy has been a relentless champion of my work and of people, so many others, young comedians, and it means so much. She's had an immeasurable positive impact on my life. I can't thank her enough for tonight and for everything. Now, a few weeks ago, Amy came up in an interview I did with the New York Times Magazine, and the reporter quoted Amy as saying that Amy, thought that a lot of my work was informed by being an outsider. And I see what Amy's saying, and I think she was actually referring to my characters on Difficult People and Billy on the Street kind of being like these misfit, outsider, eccentric types. Totally agree with her about that. But I said to the reporter, and I think it's important, and I know it doesn't apply to everyone, there's nothing wrong with being an outsider, feeling like an outsider. That can be very empowering. But for me, for various reasons, I have to say I never felt like an outsider. And I think sometimes that's an all too easy narrative to apply to like a gay person or a gay actor. You know, oh, you're a gay actor. How does it feel to be outside? I'm like, I'm not outside. I'm inside. You can't tell me I'm inside the bubble and outside. Am I inside or outside? Which one is it? You know, like I've never felt like an outsider. I've always felt really empowered. And I was thinking about why that might be. And I've always been out professionally and personally. It never occurred to me to be in. It always seemed so impractical and just bizarre. to live your life that way. And I thought, what about my life made me be able to do that? You know, because I know a lot of people can't, or it takes a lot of people a long time. And I think it's really two things. Number one, I had the luxury and the privilege of growing up in New York City, surrounded by so many. You can clap for a different city, San Francisco. But no, it's late. I got to keep going. I grew up in New York City, surrounded by so many different types of people, such diversity, people from all over the world, different nationalities, ethnicities, religions, socioeconomic backgrounds, genders, and sexual preferences. I could literally see it on the subway, you know, with my eyes when I was going to school. A lot of people don't have that, and it's so important. And I knew from a young age that I could look around and see people like me, and I thought, even though I might not please everyone in the world, I could see there was going to be a spot for me in the world. So there was no reason for me not to chase success and dream big. And I think that's what this award is about, being visible, putting yourself out there and being yourself. And I hate when I hear people, thank you. I hate when I hear people say that it's bad to grow up in New York and that must be weird and so weird to grow up in a big city. No, it's the fucking best, you idiot. You know? You actually experience diversity, you know? I'm not scared of other people. I'm not scared of being different. We're all different, and it proves that there's a place in the world for you, especially if you're LGBTQ. But beyond New York City and New Yorkers, the people that I have to thank most and the foundation for all of my success are my parents, Jay and Debbie Eichner. You know, people ask me how I'm able to do Billy on the Street, and they say, aren't you scared to go up to people like that? And trust me, I am scared of many things. It's a very long list. And I know that that's a weird thing to do. Billy on the Street is admittedly a crazy thing to do. And I really think that it all comes down to my parents. And they really gave me this confidence, this crazy confidence. Maybe they gave me too much confidence. You know, they loved me and supported me and encouraged me so much that it gave me this confidence and a certain type of faith in myself and in other people to a certain degree. The confidence to believe in myself, the confidence to know that being gay was not only fine, but actually like the coolest thing to be. I always thought it was like the coolest thing to be. The confidence to follow my professional dreams, come what may, confidence in my talent, and the faith that no one in the street would punch me in the face for forcing them to stop and talk to me about Kate Winslet. Now, sadly, my parents both passed away a while back, but they were spectacular, and I can only imagine how proud and excited they would have been to hear that I won this award tonight. And then so incredibly disappointed to find out it wasn't televised. It's not even streaming. Why are we here? Where was I? I don't know. I'm lost in the teleprompter. It doesn't matter. It's because of my parents' support. And also I have to say my access to money. We weren't rich, but we had a little bit of money. And the proximity to culture that I had growing up in New York City, theater and indie movies and concerts, and because, you know, before the internet, one of the only places you could see a regular presence of gay characters were in indie movies and off-Broadway plays, which also showed me there was a place in the world, a bigger place in the world for someone like me. So I think that's why I felt like I could always be out personally and professionally. For my bar mitzvah, I couldn't decide what the theme should be. And I was torn between Broadway, which I loved, and pop music, which I loved. And I was too torn, so I decided the theme should be Broadway meets pop music. This is all true. And on one side of the DJ booth was a life-size cutout of Madonna at my bar mitzvah in, like, I think you saw the photo, in like the cone bra and the bustier. And on the other side of the DJ booth, the Madonna cutout was shaking hands with a life-size cutout of the Phantom of the Opera. Honestly, that party was so gay, I should have won the visibility award at my bar mitzvah. I wasn't technically out at the time, but trust me, it was visible. It's almost done. And now, all these years later, I think about myself as this crazy, sweaty, gay, Jewish, Madonna-obsessed 13-year-old at my bar mitzvah. And now, all these years later, now young LGBTQ people sometimes reach out to me on social media to tell me that, I'm encouraging them that they watch Billy on the Street with their parents. It makes them feel that their parents will be okay with them being gay. And it absolutely floors me. I won't for a second pretend that this was the reason that I did Billy on the Street. And sometimes I think, no, I'm just a narcissistic actor. There are way better role models out there for you. But if just by being myself and living life and creating work on my own terms, if that has encouraged or inspired or comforted people, especially young LGBTQ people, and gay people are my favorite people on the face of the fucking earth, then that fills me with delight and pride, as well as an appreciation for the platform and responsibility that I now have to be authentic, to be out and speak out and encourage other people to come out. And this award tonight, thank you, absolutely encourages me and inspires me to keep going. I feel like I've just started. There's a lot more professionally, personally, and politically I want to do. I mean, like political activism. I'm not going to like run for office. You know, why not? Because you can't be a president with a Grindr account. That's why. Or maybe you can. No more TV people in office. This is no more TV people. I love The Rock, but no thanks. Anyway, thank you very much for encouraging me and honoring me tonight. And I just want to, before I go, just say, like everyone else has, please keep fighting. I hate that racist, misogynist, sexual predator in the White House so fucking much. Thank you very much. Thank you for this, and I really will appreciate it forever. Thank you.